but the main thing I want to talk about, Oodles, I've been reading another book now that I've finished, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. This one is right up your street, okay?
Oh, right.
Okay, so it's
blurb me, baby, blurb me.
But before I read the blurb, I'm just going to give you the concept at play in this book, right?
Okay.
It's got humor.
I like humor.
A little bit science fiction. It's got millennial angst.
Oof.
It's got eco-conservation themes.
Okay.
Vaguely anti-capitalist in places.
Now you got me, baby.
And kaijus.
Ah, fucking hell, I'm in. Yeah,
it's the new novel.
I thought you were going to say Funky Balls of Space Titties, and then I'd have been really in.
No, it's the new novel from one of my favorite authors, from John Scalzi. It's called the Kaiju Preservation Society.
Shit, yeah.
I'll read you the blurb here. When COVID-19 sweeps through New York City, Jamie Gray is stuck in a dead-end driver for a food delivery app. That is, until Jamie makes a delivery to an old acquaintance, Tom, who works at what he calls a quote-unquote animal rights organization. Tom's team needs a last-minute grunt to handle things on their next field visit. Jamie, eager to do anything, immediately signs on. What Tom doesn't tell Jamie is that the animals that his team care for are not here on Earth, not our Earth at least. In an alternate dimension, massive dinosaur-like creatures named Kaiju roam a warm, human-free world. They're the universe's largest and most dangerous panda, and they're in trouble. It's not just the Kaiju Preservation Society who have found their way to the alternate world. Others have too, and their carelessness could cause millions back on our Earth to die. It tells you pretty much everything about it.
What does that remind me? It reminds me of another book, but it's not kaijus, it's demons. But that sounds fucking great.
It is. It's really funny. It's John Scalzi, in his own words, back to his usual bullshit.
Because he just finished.
Yeah, he just finished his Interdependency trilogy, which were like proper hard sci-fi ones.
Yeah,
and this one's back to first-person humorous bullshit, back and forth dialogue with gags in it, like something out of a Futurama episode. And it's just such a crazy concept, and he manages to make it all make relative sense. The characters are a little thin, but they get the job done for what they're supposed to be. Descriptions of the kaijus and the kaiju fights are great. There is a scene quite early in the book where this preservation site, they've cooked up some kaiju pheromones, and they're trying to get two of the kaiju to mate, and the whole sequence is hilarious. And the best part is that the names that they give them, they're not giving them like Godzilla, Mothra, that kind of name for them. One of them is called Betsy. the two that they're trying to get to mate are Edward and Bella.
That's like a Rampage.
Yeah,
remember Rampage?
I remember Rampage. You get descriptions of the fact that, if they go down onto the jungle floor, everything wants to kill them.
Yeah.
But the things to be wary of are the kaiju's parasites, which are bigger than humans.
Oh, like Cloverfield.
Yeah, a little bit like Cloverfield.
Ooh.
It's taken all like the kind of the stuff around kind of kaiju and big monster movies and all the kind of dimension hopping sci-fi tropes and putting them into one place in a really funny and easy to read package. It's only like 250 pages.
Fucking hell.
It's a short book. It goes on at a really fast clip. It's full of swear words. It's full of gags. There is a constant thing. The whole job that Jamie's been brought in to do is to be a grunt to move things around. And so when the job's been described to him, it says, so you're going to carry things from place to place. So he says, I lift things. He said, yes. And that becomes a recurring thing. Every time someone asks him to do something outside his job description, he just stands there going, I lift things. And it's almost like he's a simpleton. And it's fucking brilliant. It only just come out. It came out like the 17th of March.
It was recommended to me on Kindle.
Yeah, get it. It's really,
it knows
good.
What I like.
It's really up your street, Oodles, because like I said, it's got kaijus in it and a lot of swearing and anti-capitalist left-wing politics.
Fuck!
But I will say, it's really weird to read a book that starts off with the COVID-19 pandemic. It is so weird to read those words in a novel.
I read a book last week that was at the end of the novel, there was reports that there was a flu coming from China, and I'm like, no!
Oh.
Yeah.
Get out of there!
Yeah, it's starting to get into media now, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so fun, like sort of reading about it in hindsight as well.
Well, yeah, because the book starts before Jamie ends up working for Food Mood, which is the name of this app that he's working for. It starts off like in the February of 2020, so it's like there is a line of dialogue, and it says, "Have you heard about this COVID-19 thing coming in from China?" And oh yeah, it'll be we'll lock down for a couple of weeks. We'll try and do something about it. It's just like, oh, that age.
Famously, I said that as well.
Yeah, but it's a really good book. It's really funny, and it's the opposite of hard sci-fi. This is kind of like pulp sci-fi. So it's super easy to read and well worth time. And I like Scalzi's individual books. Like, I mean, I love his like the Old Man's War series and the Interdependency series. But classics. I also really love like Fuzzy Nation, Red Shirts, like his individual one-off books. Great. They're usually really, really funny. And especially with this one, I didn't realize it because John Scalzi is about 52 now, I think. Yeah. He writes millennials really well. Like,
does he have kids? I'm sure he has kids. I'm sure his son's an author.
No, his daughter's an author.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he's got a couple of kids, and they're both kind of into the media. But yeah,
Dad, Kaiju's are big this year. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, he's a really lovely bloke. I've followed him on Twitter for ages, and I've chatted to him a couple of times on Twitter, and he is a lovely bloke, and he's just got such a wry sense of humor. So, yeah, go check out the Kaiju Preservation Society. It's a great book.
Do it.